It started as a meme, a joke that compared Robyn Brown, the youngest wife on TLC's Sister Wives, to a $359 doll. But within days, the laughter turned cruel. Millions joined in, and one woman's private life became internet currency. But here's what the cameras didn't show. The meme wasn't just about Robyn. It tapped into the darkest truths of polygamy. The jealousy, the heartbreak, the financial strain that Sister Wives left on the cutting room floor. Why did fans target Robyn as the villain? And what does the $359 meme reveal about how America views women in polygamy? To understand, we must go back, before the meme, before the headlines, back to when a single choice, adding Robyn to the Brown family, set off a chain reaction still unraveling today. Was Robyn really a gold digger? Or was she trapped in a system where love was always a competition?
I would love healing with Meri. I would love healing with Janelle. I would love healing with Christine.
I don't want to talk to Kody ever again.
Part 1. What would you do if millions of strangers online called you a gold digger? One woman, Robyn, is now at the center of a storm fueled not by facts, but by a $359 doll meme that went viral almost overnight. Why did the internet decide Robyn wasn't in love, but in it for the money? And what does this tell us about how we judge women, relationships, and ourselves? It started as a joke, a meme comparing Robyn to a life-size doll priced at $359. But soon, the joke turned cruel. Strangers turned into critics, and Robyn's name became shorthand for betrayal, greed, and lies. But here's the truth. Robyn didn't start this meme. She couldn't stop it, and the story behind it is darker and more human than the internet wants you to know. To understand this scandal, we need to go back to where it all began. A quiet relationship, now torn apart by the noise of the crowd. The first viral post compared Robyn's relationship to buying a doll. Fans laughed, shared, and pushed it into trending territory. Within 48 hours, thousands of comments labeled her gold digger, fake, manipulative. Strangers debated her worth like she was merchandise. But who benefits when a woman is reduced to a price tag? The truth may surprise you. At first, Robyn tried to ignore it, but soon, even her supporters began to question her motives. Every smile became suspect. Every photo turned into evidence. The internet wasn't just laughing. It was rewriting her entire life. But why Robyn? Why this meme? Psychologists say it taps into an old fear. Women being labeled as opportunists in relationships. The gold digger stereotype is easy to weaponize, especially against women who dare to love someone wealthy or simply different. But here's where things get stranger. The $359 doll meme? It didn't come from her ex or even her critics. It came from a small meme page looking for clicks, and they got millions. Behind the laughter were algorithms, ad revenue, and an economy built on outrage. And Robyn? She became collateral damage. But then, everything flipped. As fast as the meme rose, backlash began. Fans who once laughed started asking, did we go too far? What if Robyn wasn't the villain, but the victim? The twist? The $359 doll meme wasn't just about Robyn. It was about us, about the way we dehumanize women for entertainment, about how we confuse gossip with truth, memes with morality. For many, the meme revealed something uncomfortable: how quick we are to laugh at a woman's expense, especially when money is involved. But for Robyn, the scars are real: a reputation shattered, a love story mocked, and a reminder that online, anyone can be turned into a joke overnight. But here's the bigger question: if it happened to Robyn, could it happen to you? Today, some fans regret joining the pile-on. Others still defend the meme. And Robyn? She's silent. But her silence speaks louder than all the memes combined. Robyn's story isn't just hers. It's about every woman judged for what she wears, who she loves, or how she lives. It's about the power we give memes, and the power they take away. So the next time you see a viral meme, ask yourself, is this funny or is this cruel? And if it was your sister, your daughter, your best friend, would you still laugh? Part 2. They called it Love Multiplied. But behind the smiles, the family dinners, and the TLC cameras, there was a darker story. A story the producers never showed you. For years, millions of Americans tuned in to watch Sister Wives, a show that promised a window into the world of plural marriage. But what if the polished scenes were hiding heartbreak, jealousy, and power struggles too painful to air? Now, we uncover what Sister Wives didn't show you: the untold stories, the emotional battles, and the truth about the dark side of polygamy. To understand, we must step inside the very homes where polygamy is practiced, where women are promised unity, but often find loneliness. Was it really faith that held these families together, or fear? Before the cameras, Sister Wives was a lifestyle lived in silence. Women conditioned to believe that sharing their husband was not just normal, but holy. The show gave us smiles and storylines, but former wives say jealousy and depression haunted their daily lives. Nights waiting for the husband to choose their bed, days spent competing for affection and resources. Imagine watching your husband kiss another wife, then coming home to you as if nothing happened. Could you survive that? Financial strain added to the emotional weight: multiple mortgages, children stretched across households, women forced into part-time work, while the husband carried authority over all. But the deepest wound? The loss of identity. Wives who once dreamed of individual lives, now reduced to numbers in a rotation. And yet, Sister Wives rarely showed this pain. Instead, we saw confessional interviews, smiles through tears, faith over doubt. But behind those cameras, a different script was playing out. The cracks grew deeper when one wife finally said enough. That decision would expose secrets the cameras never caught. The internet exploded. Was it betrayal or freedom? Fans began rewatching old episodes, spotting red flags they'd missed. The emotional conflict wasn't scripted. It was real. But here's the question: did Sister Wives show us reality, or a carefully edited dream designed to keep us watching? When Christine left, the facade collapsed. Suddenly, America wasn't just watching polygamy. They were questioning it. Former insiders spoke out, calling it toxic, abusive, and spiritually manipulative. The twist? Sister Wives wasn't just about one family. It was a mirror, a reflection of what happens when women are told their worth is only as part of a man's story. Fan backlash was swift. Some defended the lifestyle, others demanded TLC cancel the show, and the wives themselves, divided, torn between loyalty, freedom, and survival. For the first time, viewers weren't just entertained, they were alarmed. The dark side of polygamy is not just jealousy, it's erasure. Erasure of individuality, of independence, of choice. Sister Wives didn't show you the full cost, but the women who left are finally speaking out. And if one brave wife's decision to walk away could expose all of this, what will happen when the others follow? Polygamy may promise love multiplied, but too often it delivers pain divided. Sister Wives gave us entertainment, but the women gave us truth, and that truth is worth listening to. So the next time you watch a reality show, ask yourself, what are they not showing you? And more importantly, who is paying the price? Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. On TLC, polygamy looked like unity, but former wives tell another story. Nights waiting for a husband who might not come. Days defined by jealousy and financial stress. And then came Robyn. Viewers saw her as polished, emotional, favored. In slow motion, the family dynamic shifted. Kody's affection toward Robyn contrasted with his growing distance from the others. The question fans began asking wasn't just why her, but at what cost? When the meme hit, it wasn't random. It was the internet's way of crystallizing years of suspicion that Robyn was the reason the Brown family collapsed. The $359 doll became a symbol, not just of her, but of polygamy's cracks. But here's the irony. The meme made money. Content creators profited off the outrage. Robyn didn't. The system chewed her up and paid others. Meanwhile, the family faced real collapse. Christine left, Janelle distanced. Even Meri, once loyal, admitted her loneliness. What the show framed as different journeys, fans saw as proof of a failing structure in C. But was Robyn guilty of manipulation, or simply caught in the machinery of a man's authority and a culture of silence? Historically, polygamy has been linked to patriarchal control, financial imbalance, and emotional erasure. Researchers point out that women often lose individuality, becoming one of many, instead of a whole self. And here's the emotional conflict. Fans wanted villains and heroes. But what if everyone was both a victim and a participant? When Christine walked away, the Sister Wives fantasy collapsed. Fans who once celebrated the family began dissecting every word, every look. The $359 meme became shorthand for a decade of favoritism, fractures, and pain. But here's the twist. The meme wasn't just about Robyn. It was about us, about how we, as viewers, judged, laughed, and profited off her pain. For some, Robyn remains the villain. For others, she is the scapegoat, a woman blamed for problems created long before she joined. And polygamy? The real dark side is how it pits women against each other, while the man stands at the center. The cameras sold a story of faith and family, but behind the edits was a reality of favoritism, loneliness, and collapse. The fan backlash changed everything. Sister Wives wasn't just entertainment anymore. It became a debate about women's worth, equality, and how easily we label women as gold diggers when they don't fit our narrative. So, was Robyn the $359 doll, or was she simply another wife trying to survive a system that was never built to protect her? The dark side of polygamy is not just jealousy, it's erasure. And the meme? It showed how quickly society can reduce a woman to a price tag, Sister Wives gave us entertainment, but the women gave us their lives, and that truth deserves more than a meme. So what do you think? Was Robyn the villain or the victim? Comment below. We want to hear your story. If this opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and share. Because the stories reality TV doesn't show are the ones that matter most.